Okay, let's get the sport this evening. Lewis is with me in the studio. And Lewis, you've got a remarkable story of one of our sailors who's really overcome adversity.
Yeah, he's got a really inspiring backstory, and he's going on to some great success now. At just 20 years old, Isle of Wight sailor Arthur Farley has already had more to deal with than most athletes. Shortly after being crowned a European champion and becoming a member of British Sailing's Talent Pathway programme, Arthur was diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia. A spell away from competing on the water has brought a new perspective and seen Arthur achieve success in a computerised version of the sport that he hopes will now help him get back on track in achieving his overall goal of becoming an Olympian. Some challenges are harder to navigate than others.
The whole cancer scenario is quite a complicated one. It's a chronic cancer, so they don't know the amount of years, but 10 and around, or 10 plus years, it will come back and then you treat it again. Supposedly there's no one under 40 in the world with this type of cancer.
Arthur's diagnosis put a temporary stop to his promising sailing career.
Getting through the several stages, may it be chemotherapy to immunotherapy, was kind of making me realise more and more the seriousness of the scenario. I spent basically the whole year with the handbrake on, and I didn't sail for more or less a year. I'm quite lucky in the sense that it wasn't as aggressive as it could have been, but obviously it is a lifelong thing.
In the first year back following treatment, Arthur finished 10th in the Under-21 Championships, a victory for physical and mental strength and a stepping stone to putting himself in contention for future Olympic selection.
Bouncing back from that was quite a big year for me, really. Doing top 10 at the Worlds and Europeans is good, but I do think I can do a lot more. The goal is to go to the Games. It will actually be interesting to see in 28 and 32 how that sort of develops, but my end goal is to go to the Games.
Bow to bow as they come into the finish line for this final medal race.
Alongside Arthur's return on the water, he's also had great success off it, recently beating 50,000 competitors to become the eSailing World Champion, a sailing competition on a computer.
When I couldn't actually do my own sailing, I started playing the game a bit more. Did the 10,000 hours in lockdown, and then I've just been managing it since.
Sneaks in on the inside, does F7 as the
If you are a sailor, you do have the advantage. It teaches you a lot about managing a 20-40 boat fleet, and you can kind of take that into your real sailing as well. I mean, it crosses over quite nicely.
A £5,000 first prize has been put towards funding Arthur's training, and he's constantly looking for sponsors to help him on his way using the power of positivity to achieve his Olympic dream.
I think it does mature you as well in a sense. It makes you actually realise, there is more to just life than Olympic sport, which potentially is a strength to have, I think, against your competitors in the long run.
Good luck to Arthur.